Mike, we saw that Trey's out tonight, but what about the rest of the crew? Do you have any idea whether Kevin or Domas or Keegan will play tonight?
They're all good to go.
Any other questions?
It's easy.
Mike, it feels like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, Jason. Mike, it feels like annually when we come up here, we ask you some version of a LeBron longevity question, but tonight he will set the regular season record for most minutes played. Does that say more? Obviously, there's physical elements to that, but what about the mental ability to play 40,000 plus minutes and be as competitive and as credible as he's been?
Been around a lot of players. This is not a knock to any of the players I've been around, but mentally, I mean, he's about as smart as anybody that I've been around, not just in the business. The man is, he's a genius upstairs, and you know, that you throw out his basketball stuff, but his IQ is at an extremely high level, and it says a lot for him to be able to play as many minutes as he has so far. And you know, as a coach, it's hard to keep him off the floor. I know when I coached him, he was probably at about 47 and a half minutes a game. Trying to give him a break was tough, and anybody else that is trying to coach him probably feels the same way, but he's extremely intelligent, and that has a lot to go into why he's had such a long, productive career.
Mike, you guys, you emphasize pace just in general, but against the Lakers, I think in the last couple of years, you guys have really tried to push the pace. What is it about that in this matchup that you know you guys like about just getting out and pushing the tempo?
I mean, it's not the matchup. You know, it's who we want to be. You know, we feel like we have the fastest player in the game with the basketball in his hands, and Fox, and we want to take advantage of it. And so, no matter who we're playing, we want to get out and run. And I thought in our last game against the Nuggets, we were pretty productive in that area, and that's something that it's hard as hell to do excuse my French, but it's hard every game to do. But that's what we're suited for, and we have to take advantage of it no matter who's in front of us.
Hey, Mike. De'Aaron has said before, a 20-point lead in the NBA today is not what it was even 5 years ago. But at the same time, it seems like this team has a knack for never really being out of a ball game and being able to fight their way back in. What do you attribute that to with this group? Is that something you think unique to this group, or is it more of just a sign of where the NBA is with quick scoring?
I think it's a combination of both. Our group is talented, and you know, sometimes and our guys will second this. We don't always start with the punch that we need to, and it doesn't mean you got to jump out and hit threes and put them away in the first 5 minutes, but you have to establish a presence from the get-go that I'm going to be here. Not just this first quarter, not just part of the game. I'm gonna be here every possession. Whether we win or lose, I don't know, but I'm gonna be right here, and you'll feel me. And we don't always do that. And you know, there comes a point in the game where it's like, oh, we gotta play, and our guys are good enough to figure it out. The tough part about it in this business, there aren't many teams that can flip the light switch and still be an elite team when you need to. And so that's what we have to lock in on or focus on, and a lot of it has to be attributed to, you know, embracing the details for as close to 48 minutes as possible, like I've been talking about. And I think, you know, it's something that's in progress for us, and hopefully at the end of the day we'll be where we want to be with that, because we have a chance to be really good.
Hey, Mike. Season's greetings, brother.
Nowadays.
My ex-colleague Doug Collins always used to say that the NBA is more of a first quarter league than people actually realize. And despite some of the ebb and flows in games, how intentional do you have to be to establish that way that you want to play and purposeful about it and getting that blueprint in the first, 6 to 8 minutes of the game, whatever it may be?
Very intentional, and again, it's not that, because teams are competitive and teams are gonna fight back and you're gonna miss shots and all this, so it's not that you're guaranteed to win if you quote unquote win the first quarter, and it's not even about that. It's about setting a tone, not being the one on your heels, trying to force your opponent on their heels, and worse, let them know, okay, we just gonna go toe to toe, like my man Nate Diaz, like he does, and whatever happens, happens. But you gonna feel me, and I ain't backing down. Shout out Nate. Start again. But we have to get to that point every single night, not just most nights or not half the nights, but every single night. You have to establish some groundwork or foundation of, it ain't gonna be easy. Again, I don't know if we're gonna win or lose the first quarter. I don't know if we're gonna win or lose the game, but we're here. And if you don't, what it does is it gives individuals and teams confidence. And anybody in the NBA with confidence is a dangerous player on any given night, or a dangerous team on any given night.
Mike, sort of playing into that question from Mark there, how frustrating is it that, in year one, we saw
Something that at the end of the day, I don't wanna do. But, sometimes I have to do stuff I don't wanna do, just like they gotta do stuff that they don't wanna do. And, I know that, if one way's not working, I gotta switch it up and see if this way works. And sometimes people need reminders, maybe they need to get pissed at me if we're calling a quick timeout and quote unquote embarrassing them if they think that way or however they feel. But I'm gonna do whatever I can do to make sure we're locked in and we're trying to take advantage of what's in front of us. And even I hope to not go into the last 2 minutes with no timeouts, because now I'm putting the team at a disadvantage, But I think last night, I had one, and thank goodness I had that one, because I was going to use that a couple of times, but I had one so we could at least advance the ball and drop a play, and we ended up losing the ball, but we wouldn't have had that opportunity if I would have done what I wanted to do and blew that last time out.
Mike, the way the schedule works out, you get the Lakers the next 2 straight, 3 of the next 5. Does this feel like a mini series at all this time of year?
I did not know we'd play them 3 of the next 5. I knew we played them today, and we played them Saturday at 3. But I don't even know who we play after that. So it just feels like one of those home and homes, because of, I guess, my ignorance of the schedule more than anything else.
Any other questions? Thanks, everyone.
Thank you guys.